How to make a stunning ZGallerie inspired peacock out of foam clay. I started out by shaping some aluminum foil into the body of the peacock, and then I added more and more aluminum foil until I had the thickness and shape that I wanted. This peacock, well, not exactly this one, but a peacock, big white peacock, was sold by ZGallerie, and they discontinued it. Unfortunately, I never saw it in person, but I did see it on Instagram, and they had it sitting on a table, which looked really nice. Here's the final shape of my aluminum foil design. And at the bottom I poked 2 holes for the legs to go in later, which also helped me hold the bird while I was applying the clay foam. Now you can work in sections and let it dry and then re-wet it and you know, keep applying more foam clay. This is my first time using it, so there was a bit of a learning curve, but it is easy to work with. And water is your absolute best friend during this process. Here you can see that I pretty much had the head portion done, and you can see how it's glistening. I had, you know, applied a lot of water to smooth it out, and just not to make this video extra long, I finished the rest of the body and tried to get it as smooth as possible. I didn't worry too much about the sides where the wings were going, where it was a little lumpy and bumpy, so try to get the aluminum foil as smooth as possible. And also we're going to have to make some legs, and I made those with wooden dowels and wrapped aluminum foil around it, and I also cut some wings out of foam board from the Dollar Tree. And then I made sure that the wing, you know, was the appropriate size for this side of the bird. Then I bunched up some aluminum foil on top of the wing, and then I wrapped it with a sheet of aluminum foil. And then after I've done that, I cut the excess off at the bottom. Here you can see me shape the foam board into a slight curve, so it will conform better to, you know, the sides of the body of the peacock. Then it was time to give the wings some feathers, and I used Dollar Tree silver spoons for this. And I broke off, you know, the spoon part and glued them onto the wing itself, one by one, overlapping them with each row, as you can see here. Then it was time to spray paint the wings. I spray painted them white since I wanted a white bird, and the clay was also white. While that was drying, I was making the legs, and I used, again, like a wooden dowel I bought at Walmart, and I wrapped the top with the aluminum foil, and then at the bottom I cut like 3 little sections for the front toes. Peacock has 4, 3 in the front and 1 in the back. And I shaped the aluminum foil, and then I wrapped some more clay around the leg. As you can see here, you know, it does get a little bit thicker at the top towards the body, so and I need to finish that one there. That one was complete. Then I added some more clay to the hole at the bottom and pushed the leg inside, making sure that the one toe was pointing towards the back. Then I started smoothing out everything and making sure that the look from the body to the leg was seamless. And again, you can use some water for that to help give it a smooth appearance. Here you can see that I had already glued one wing to the body, and here I'm attaching the other one. I used some Gorilla Construction adhesive. I just wanted to make sure that it had a strong hold. And then I, put the wing on the other side. Now here you can see that there is a little bit of a gap there where you can see the foil, and we're simply going to take care of that by adding some more clay in between and making it look nice, smooth and seamless. Then I bought some diamond dust from Amazon, which is really gorgeous. It has such a subtle glimmer and sheen, and of course I used some Mod Podge. I applied it to the bird, and then I added the glitter. I had bought some white glitter from Walmart, but it had these green speckles in it, and I didn't like that, so this diamond dust was perfect. Here I'm adding I don't know what you call those feathers on the top of the head, like crown feathers maybe, but I had some pins already that I think I don't know where I got those, but they have like a pearl on top and some rhinestones around it. They're really long pins, and I used 6 of them and just kind of strategically placed them on top of the head. Here you see me adding a little bit of feather from the boa actually, that fell off to not make it look so bare and give it a little extra something. And then I added a rhinestone eye on each side of the head. This is some wire I purchased at Walmart, and I used the wire to be able to move the feathers like I wanted to. These boas came from Dollar Tree, and I only had 2 unfortunately, and I've been back to Dollar Tree several times and they just don't have a white one. Right now they have the purple and the green for Mardi Gras. So once they stock up some more, I will actually add 2 more feathers to the tail for a total of 4, which should make it nice and full. And then I, measured, made sure the wire was as long as the boa, and then I proceeded to gluing the boa to the wire with hot glue gun. Since the wire was rolled up, I made sure that I straightened it out so it could be easier to glue the feathers to the wire. Just be careful when you do this. It does get pretty hot and your fingers are going to get close to the hot glue when you try to mash the feathers on there. I used the low temperature setting. Here you can see that I had already poked a hole in the back there to see if, it would work good. And actually this wire is staying in very well even without glue, but just to secure it more, I probably would add some hot glue in the hole once you're sure where you want to place, the feathers. If you make a mistake, it's not a big deal. You can fill that hole again with some clay. And here's the second one that I had. Like I said, I don't have 4, so that was my initial plan. That's the bad thing about Dollar Tree, you know, when you need something, sometimes they just don't have it. Here you see me making a display stand out of the candle holders, the glass candle holders from Dollar Tree. I used a total of 4 actually, and I just used some hot glue because I didn't want it to be permanent necessarily, but if you want to have this stand, of course you can use the E6000 or some strong glue to make it permanent. I already had this beveled glass round mirror, and I'm just gonna attach the, you know, candlesticks to the mirror in the center, and that will be my display stand for the bird. I do intend on using this bird for my Valentine table decor, so hopefully that'll work out. Keep an eye out for that video as well. And this display stand was so easy to make, and it's actually really super pretty and elegant. I just wanted something simple that wouldn't compete with the design of the bird, and here's the final result. I just love it. But let me know what you think. Is this something that you would create? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Stay blessed and well.